Sean, I'm gonna be honest with you here. It's like every time I do an interview, okay, and I'm going to tell you this too, okay. This I can probably say, without a shadow of a doubt, this will be my last wrestling interview. So anything you want to ask me beyond this, ask me, because my point is, every time I do a wrestling interview, my own kids get on me because they know I'm not telling the truth, because I really don't want to, talk badly about anybody. And they get on me. And I'm like, they're right. I don't believe in burying other people. I've never believed in it. I don't believe in, pulling others down in order to build yourself up. But, I do believe in honesty. And, there were a lot of times in a lot of interviews where I wasn't honest, and it really bothered me after the interview, okay? The fact of the matter is, when you look at wrestling today, when you look at wrestling my last 5 years in TNA, you are dealing with so many young guys that are such marks for themselves that you literally want to vomit in a bag. And a lot of that is, yes, they do read the internet, and yes, they do want that match, that fake match, to get 4 stars, and all they care about is the match. And I used to sit there and tell these guys till I was blue in the face, before a match, and we're getting so off point here, but I might as well get this out because I'm not going to talk about this stuff again. But before a match, the hours and hours and hours they spend going over the match in the back, move for move with each other, getting in the ring, going over the match move for move. And I used to sit there and tell them, do you not understand? You're so wrapped up in trying to remember this fake match that has no psychology in it whatsoever. It's high spot after high spot after high spot. Go watch a Chief Jay Strongbow match and tell me how many high spots there were in the Chief Jay. But the point of it was, they're so concentrated on remembering every move, the character goes out the window. They're not thinking about their character. They're not thinking about how would this character act in this situation. The character absolutely goes out the window because they're memorizing the matches. They're going move for move so they can go on Meltzer's site the next day and see that, oh, we had a 4-star match. That's what was important to them. And you know what? 4-star matches don't draw money. They never have. They never will. Wrestling is fake. You're not having a 4-star match, because if you guys were doing this as a shoot, the match would probably last a minute. And quite honestly, I got so tired of dealing with that mentality, because it wasn't the professional wrestling that I signed up for.
Was there an elder statesman in the locker room, whether it was you or someone else, who took the guys aside and said, listen, I understand why you're doing this, and it's going to be great to get a 4-star match, but it doesn't mean you're going to be working in a year.
They don't
because
listen.
You missed the other stuff.
They don't listen because they know everything. I worked with guys. I mean, literally, I'll throw them out. I'll throw a name out. I throw names out. You know me. I don't throw names. These guys, Generation Me, these 2 guys, I don't even know what their names are. Okay, I don't think anybody knows what their names are. At 21 years old, or however they were, they knew more about wrestling and the wrestling business than Vince Russo would have ever known. And when you try to explain to them for their own good, you guys ain't going to make money this way. You're not going to be around in 5 years if you continue to do this in one ear and out the other. They know. Bully Ray would talk to these guys till he was blue. What better teacher than Bully Ray? Probably one of the last surviving, true artists in the sport today. He would talk to these guys till they were blue in the face, in one ear, out the other, week after week after week. It's the generation. They know more than the veterans in that locker room will ever know.
But isn't it the fault of whoever hires somebody? Because you sit and you look at somebody and you go, all right, the in-ring is there, but look at the tape of them on the stick. This isn't going to work. Who weighs it out and goes, yeah, the matches are good, but I can't sign them? Because
I'll tell you, and again, you know, being my last interview, I really don't care, okay? There are guys on that TNA roster right now that get a new contract and get signed year after year after year after year that should have been gone 5 years ago. They've not gotten any better. They're not going to get any better. They suck. They're the reason why people aren't watching. But when you have a boss that really doesn't understand the art of wrestling, that didn't sit through a Chief Jay Strongbow match, that didn't sit through the Valiant Brothers and Bruno Sammartino and Waldo Von Erich and really see Hulk Hogan, really seen pros at work that really doesn't understand the concept and is literally running a business based on what the dirt sheet says. So if I'm picking...
More so than Bruce or you or Hulk or Eric saying, trust us, he's not going to work.
Yes.
More so to go to the internet.
Yes. Absolutely. Because there's no trust. There's no trust.
Wow.